Hello, everybody, from Estadio Yankel Rosenthal in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. Sean St. Jacques here with you as Honduras take on Costa Rica in Group H of the Concacaf Under-20 Championship. The top two teams in the group finish up group stage play with first place in the group up for grabs. Let's take a look at the pitch conditions. 81 degrees heading into kickoff of game 2. 30% chance of some precipitation. There was a little bit of rain during our first game between Jamaica and Antigua and Barbuda. Here are the standings after that game that see Jamaica advance to the last 16 along with Costa Rica and Honduras. If Honduras were to beat Costa Rica and make up that 6 goals of difference between Costa Rica and Jamaica, then second place could be up for grabs, but really it is about who can clinch top spot in this Group H. And of course, if Honduras do win, they will clinch the group. If they draw, they clinch the group as well. Curacao would await the winners of Group H, while second and third place, their matchups will be determined later on today. Very big matchup. Honduras have been high-flying at this Under-20 Concacaf Championships. They are on home soil for this final group stage match. Costa Rica have had a solid tournament to this point as well. They have 4 points in the bag already, and if they were to win, and only win, they would take top spot in the group and book a date in the last 16 with Curacao as well. Should be a fun matchup. Honduras have been high-flying, high-scoring, and tough to break down so far at this tournament. Costa Rica will try to give them their first blemish on their record. The anthems and then the lineups, followed by the kick, are coming up next.
Damas y caballeros, demos la bienvenida a Honduras y Costa Rica para el partido de esta tarde por el campeonato sub-20 de Concacaf 2022.
Damas y caballeros, por favor, de pie. A continuación, los himnos nacionales de Costa Rica y Honduras.
Great rendition of both the Honduras and Costa Rica national anthems. Sean St. Jacques back here with you. Excited to bring you this top of Group H clash. Honduras are on 6 points, perfect 2 wins out of 2 to start things out in the Under-20 Concacaf Championship. Costa Rica, a win and a draw so far. These two have already clinched a spot in the last 16, along with Jamaica, who defeated Antigua and Barbuda earlier today. It really just comes down to positioning in the group. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We begin with Honduras, the host nation here today. It's a lineup that has produced quite a bit of firepower so far at this CONCACAF Championship. Captained by Aaron Zuniga, who already has scored in this tournament so far, as has Isaac Castillo, who will help to lead a very strong front line for Carlos Tabora. Rion Radix from Grenada is our center official. There is video assistant referee with us, VAR, and they were called upon in the last game. We'll see if it comes to that again in this finale in Group H at this Under-20 CONCACAF Championship. See there, Brandon Aguilera captaining the side for Costa Rica. And again, there is the confirmation of our video assistant referee room at Tatiana Guzman and Corey Richardson. And they were called upon, the VAR, last game. We'll see if they are again in our second game of the doubleheader. This is Costa Rica's starting lineup under Vladimir Quesada. Brandon Aguilera, as we said, is the captain of this side. It's been a team that has got off to a good start, scoring goals themselves so far in this tournament. Dorian Rodriguez has 2 to his name. He's in the lineup today as well. And Brandon Calderon has also scored in this tournament, and Yel Esco as well. Both of them are coming off the bench, with Bayron Mora in goal for Costa Rica. Honduras here on home soil will be in their whites with the blue trim. Costa Rica will kick us off in their reds with the blue shorts, and we are underway from Honduras in this Group H finale in the Under-20s for the CONCACAF Championship. Both of these two have already progressed to the last 16. It just comes down to who will win the group. Honduras would do that with a draw or a victory. Costa Rica would have to win if they were to take over top spot in the group. The winner of the group will face Curacao in the last 16. Jamaica has already clinched a spot as well. Costa Rica actually could slip to 3rd place, but that would come down to quite a bit of goal differential being overturned. Costa Rica so far have a +3 goal difference. Jamaica, despite winning 2-0 earlier today against Antigua and Barbuda, have a -3 goal differential. That would all have to be overcome to see Costa Rica drop to 3rd place. A draw for Costa Rica wouldn't see them top the group, but it would confirm 2nd place. Honduras, who've been so high flying, aren't wasting any time here. Miguel Carrasco trying to run, into the final third, not quite able to do so. Jeremy Rodas back into Carrasco's path, but it skips past him and out for a throw. And you may have seen in the opening pictures we showed you here that it is a very pro-Honduras crowd, but there are some Costa Ricans who have made the trek and are certainly well represented. Estadio Yankel Rosenthal here in San Pedro Sula in Honduras. Games were supposed to be played later in the day today, but as we showed you at the top, there was some precipitation was coming in. Still a 30% chance of that, but just to avoid any further weather problems, games have been moved up today to make sure they do get in. Again, in such a tight window to fit this tournament in, so you want to make sure there's no postponements, anything like that could really affect the tournament as far as who plays when and things of that nature. Want to get as close to everybody having as much time off between games and equal time off between games as possible. It was a great performance from Jamaica, and to be fair, Antigua and Barbuda more than held their own in the first game, but it was the Reggae Boys who came away 2-0 winners. So they will go through with Honduras and Costa Rica into what should be a thrilling last 16. Curacao, Nicaragua, the Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico are already into the last 16. We're just awaiting those opponents and the other 4 matchups which are yet to be determined. Could be a very deep last 16, no question about that. These are 2 prior winners, of course, the Concacaf Under-20 championships. Honduras have won it back in 1982 and 1994. They were runners-up as recently as 2017, as well as 1964 and 1967. Carrasco took a deflection on the way through. It wasn't quite dealt with in the penalty area initially by Douglas Sequeira. It's cleared out for a Honduran throw on the near side. Santiago Vander Putten had to deal with that initially. Wonderful ball through by Aguilera. Chance for Timothy Arias to run through from Central Florida, the United States. Goes to UCF. Costa Rica, of course, won the Under-20 championship back in 2009. That was their most recent title. They also won it back in 1988 as well. And they were runners-up in this competition in 1994 and as recently as 2011 as well. And could both be factors in this tournament. Make no mistake about that. As you can see, very good support here for both teams, really, but particularly on home soil here. Honduras have plenty of support here tonight. Honduras so far 8 goals in this tournament through 2 group stage matches. They have yet to concede it. I should say, beg your pardon. Yet to concede as well. Goals without reply for Honduras so far in this tournament. Costa Rica drew 1 on match day 1 with Jamaica. Goes out of play for a goal kick, and then they Antigua and Barbuda 3-0 on match to nil. That was 20th. All between just about wins, draws all. These 2 defeats 5 victories. Competition level. I should mention VAR. Yellow first game. Antigua and Barbuda 10 men. Our center and trying to see once Putten deal more against Jamaica. Really kind of like Antigua, to be fair, that have struggled in this result. That they have certainly shown since that's a kick. 30% kickoff, the precipitate game here. Pack proceedings as far as here. Again, just for those that missed game one, won by 2-0, and they advance to the round of 16 along with Honduras and Costa Rica. All three are through at Antigua and Barbuda's expense. And this is a game to decide who will finish the group as the group winners. And of course, we'll play Curacao in the last 16. Sees Aguilera to the path of Ricardo Pena, who loops it over the top. Goalkeeper comes well off his line and punches it away. Offside flag was up anyway, would not have counted even if Jurgen Garcia hadn't have gotten there for Honduras. But he was able to really firmly punch this away. Great look there. Flag goes up, and rightly so, but wonderful punch there and well read by Garcia. And Garcia did very nicely there. Wasn't to know that the flag was going to go up. Sees Alcocer. Played all the way back to Sequeira. Sees Jason Bennett. That's done well here. Good ball across. Oh, a swing and a miss in the penalty area by Roca. And Honduras nearly let Costa Rica create a chance there out of nothing. Edson Roca, defensively, the midfielder, nearly misplayed that into trouble. Sorto looks to switch the point of attack, and Costa Rica have it well covered. Corral Rios finds Mora, his goalkeeper. That's a wonderful first touch in a tight area by Odin Ramos, and he wins a set piece out of it. His first real chance to make an impact. It was Rios all the way forward who conceded that. Jeremy Rodas will get it back underway. Roca. All the way back for Javier Arriaga, and then a follow through there. Rios, that's another challenge from him. Fouling Odin Ramos. Referee has a word here. That might be his final warning before a caution would be next. Another look at it there. It's really the follow through, I think, from Rios more than anything else. He did get the ball, actually, but that wasn't the issue with it. It was the lateness and then the follow through that followed. That leads to this. A set piece for Honduras. Hesitation initially, but then it's whipped into the penalty area, thoroughly cleared by Costa Rica, and the break could be on here. Aguilera leading Costa Rica down the other end here. Bennett assessing his options, staying on the ball as well, has Aguilera with him, chops it into the penalty area. Honduras get it cleared. As far as Pena, and then Arias, Rios. Ooh, was that a foul, a free kick? No, referee says it was clean enough to continue. Good fight for it on the far side, allows Costa Rica to regain it via a throw. Another good tussle for it there, but a foul will go against Alcocer. And it is a free kick for Honduras. Soto all the way back to Mora. Again, these two will be in the knockout stages. Both have already clinched a berth. Really is going to be a tremendous knockout tournament the rest of the way here after these group stage games wrap up. So many good teams vying for this trophy. Honduras are one of them. They're on the attack, and it's a wonderful save by Mora on the doorstep after great work by Jason Contreras. And then a volley is parried away from Mora again. Still not dealt with. Ramos, and it's just flicked over the top and out of the penalty area. More Honduras pressure. It's still not cleared. Kept alive by Carrasco, and it's out for a corner. And the fans here love that. Great sequence from Honduras. Great saves from Bayron Mora on 2 occasions. On the doorstep, he made a big save, it looked like, and then he parried away the strike from some distance out. Odin Ramos's corner. He's headed away easily in the end by Aguilera. But won back again by Castillo. And Ramos is blocked by Bennett. It's out for a throw. Well, that didn't take very long to see the great attacking acumen of Honduras on full display. Luis Alvarado's group has already shown you what they're capable of. Still Costa Rica struggle to get this out of their own end. Lovely control by Situno, who goes on. Oh my word, he almost finished it as well. Still not cleared. Roca fires it over the top and out for a goal kick. My word. Marco Aceituno with a remarkable run inside of the penalty area. Dazzling skill. And did everything but finish it off with a goal. My goodness. So tough for Costa Rica to deal with there. Worth another look. He scampers past one. This is where the magic really happens. Actually, this is the big save earlier, I beg your pardon, from Mora on the doorstep to deny Aceituno earlier. That was the match that lit the fire during that last sequence. Just tremendous attacking play, everything but the end product. Now then, Carrasco fighting for it. Soto holds him off just about. Sorto recycles it and switches the point of attack. Arriaga had a little bit of trouble with that. Costa Rica do win it back, but only for a moment as Dorian Rodriguez couldn't quite hold on to it for very long. Carrasco has space to run into here for Honduras. Plays it across, looked for the give and go. It falls for Carrasco again. Great patient play there to hold on to it by Contreras. Costa Rica still have work to do here, and they end up winning a free kick off a good turn from Jewison Bennett. And a great surge here from the hosts. Costa Rica had to deal with a little bit of a flurry of chances. Again, Mora came up with that huge save, the dancing feet of Aceituno, nearly finding the breakthrough after that. And Honduras have not conceded a goal through the first 2 games of this tournament, and they've scored 8. As Carrasco wins a free kick. He was a little slow to get up. Referee gives a final rebuke to Andri Soto for the challenge. We get a really good look at it here. And it's that little nudge in the back after the ball had been cleared. That was the difference, and then a big shove there from Bennett. Another free kick as Costa Rica dangerously close to seeing yellow here. Referee's given a couple of final warnings already to 2 different players. Every referee, it seems, has a different threshold sometimes when it comes to bookings. How many challenges is enough to lead to one? It can be up for interpretation from time to time. But the first 20 minutes of this game, no question about it, have been lively. It's been physical, especially from the Costa Rican point of view. Honduras have shown some tremendous skill so far in the attacking third. They're on it again here through Sorto. Great hold-up play for Carrasco to have a chance to maraud forward. And he's dispossessed well. But looks like it'll be brought back. It was not kept in play by Ricardo Pena. Seemingly had green grass to run into in front of him. Quickly thrown in from Contreras, who gets it back. Wonderful skill from Contreras into the penalty area, and his ball across is dealt with and cleared. Jason Contreras, wonderful run. And then another chance to cross it into the middle from Sorto. It's going to run out of play with Ramos being the target. This is the kind of play that has really set the tournament alight from Honduras. It's made them a team that is starting to hear peeps what they could do in the knockout stages. A lot of times in these kind of tournaments, group stage play can really help to build momentum into the knockout rounds. That's another reason why this game is important. Obviously, qualification is secure for Honduras and for Costa Rica, along with Jamaica, out of this very tough group. But you want to stay in form, stay in good momentum going into the last 16. That can be at times just as important as who you play in the last 16. If this result holds, of course, Honduras would play Curacao in the last 16, with Costa Rica and Jamaica finishing in second and third, and then having to await their opponents once every game is confirmed in the group stage, beg your pardon. As it's won back by Costa Rica here. Chipped over the top, and a lovely ball back into the path of Bennett. Out for a corner it goes. That was all started by Brandon Aguilera, the captain. A set-piece opportunity for Costa Rica. and that is the short option. Aguilera, he goes near post instead. Carrasco threw a boot at it. Nobody quite went for it initially. A collision in the penalty area. It's going to go against Rodriguez, and Honduras have a free kick. Well, that was dangerous for a moment. Hesitation from Sorto, who's now down and slow to get up here. Here's the sequence, and it's obviously the right for Sorto to stand his ground in that position, and Rodriguez went over the top of him. A few players get a dose of hydration while Sorto is attended to. He gets some as well. Gotta love the color synced cooler as well. It looks like Tomas Sorto is good to continue, just needs to get back on the pitch at the referee's discretion. Garcia can take this free kick for Honduras. Contreras. Sorto is still waiting to come back on here. It's up to the referee. He's to be welcomed back onto the pitch. And at the moment, Honduras are down to 10, and I think they're playing like it just to make sure Sorto can return. And he does. Back to 11 each. Contreras' ball forward is a good one. Carrasco. This time Costa Rica swarm him. Peña. And again, Peña trying to switch the point of attack. It was well headed in the end by Rios, but Honduras do have it back. Riaga. Centering pass, Roca. Roca's, well, I thought it was going to be a cross. In the end, he shot for goal. Quite some distance. And it's out of play for a goal kick. Well, one or two Honduran players not thrilled with how that sequence ended. Roca's not pleased with his strike in the end. Honduras have had the better of it so far through just about 26 minutes. Costa Rica, it's their DNA, top to bottom. They will fight, they will scratch, claw, and stay in the game. This will be a booking for Sorto for the challenge. It's the first yellow card of the match. It is a Costa Rica free kick. As the referee explains his decision. We'll get a second look at it. Ooh, it's a little bit of a kick out there actually from Sorto, and then the challenge from Zuniga, the captain. I believe it's Sorto who's been booked. Isaac Castillo was asking the question of the referee, but I believe it's the Sorto kick out. A slight touch on the shin that has garnered the referee to administer a yellow card here. Or has he decided to change his mind? Or take further action? Let's see. He has changed it, I think. And Zuniga, who had the second challenge in there, has been booked. Now, did he take the yellow away from Sorto is the question. Zuniga is booked. That has been confirmed. No question about that. Was it an additional yellow? Or was it in place of Sortos? We didn't see the referee wave the yellow away. We'll check on that. As Costa Rica could be in behind. Was that over the line? Did it cross? Referee on the far side says no, it was headed on by Rodriguez. Ooh, will we have to take another look at that? That was very, very close. Garcia had to commit, didn't get there. My word, that was very, very close. For now, we play on. Assistant referee has to be the first to get a look at that on the far side. Said nothing doing, did not fully cross. Remember, ball has to go all the way over the line to go in. And it appears that Honduras have been let off the hook. Wow. Another foul and a free kick, this time against Roca. That is the best chance that Costa Rica have had. We will get another look at it. Rodriguez got a touch, goalkeeper completely missed it. And it does look like it was cleared before it went over the line by Contreras. Not the best service from Aguilera, but it's still alive. But not for very long. That's a foul, another free kick. It's a yellow card. It's not going to be for Peña. Referee pointed past him, I believe. Peña's complaining. I don't think he was booked. I think the referee pointed past him. Don't believe it was Peña. I think he went up to Peña for the yellow, but he pointed past him. Maybe he was pointing to the foul, or was he pointing in the direction of another player? Not entirely sure. I think for now it's going to be Peña's yellow, although, man, I thought the referee put up the yellow card in front of Peña, but pointed past him as if to say it was on somebody else. For now, it's a Peña yellow, and we'll play on. Arriaga's ball in. Oh, it's a turning shot from Situno. And then Carrasco put some pressure on, whipped back in by Sorto, headed on by Castillo. Cleared out for a throw-in by Costa Rica. Another ambitious strike, nearly 25 yards out from Roca. In the end, nowhere near Mora's goal. Mora has certainly been the busier of the two goalkeepers, but Garcia was nearly caught out just a few moments ago off of Rodriguez's header. Crucial clearance by Jason Contreras. Keeps it level. Well, that was lovely hold-up play by Costa, but Aguilera, I beg your pardon, not able to do a lot with it. And then Arias with some wonderful skill. He finds Alcocer. He shoots, that takes a deflection, but Garcia reads it well. Carrasco with the outside of his right boot, trying to flare that almost in behind. Ramos to Castillo. Chance here for Honduras. Situno leaves it, crossed back into the middle. Costa Rica with a couple of half clearances before Aguilera definitively boots it upfield. But Sorto regathers Another chance for Honduras to build. It's wonderful from Contreras. Tomas Sorto and Contreras under some pressure gives it away to Rodriguez. Wonderful skill as well from Rodriguez, who is fouled. Dorian Rodriguez with some lovely skill. I think he put it through the legs of Contreras. Oh, he most certainly did. And then was bundled over. Costa blocked by Contreras. It's a Costa Rica corner. Again, these two have already qualified for the last 16. It's just about placement in the group. Honduras with a draw or a victory would win the group and set up a meeting with Curacao in the last 16. Costa Rica to finish second need a draw or to not lose by 6 goals. And if they win, they top the group. Good ball in from Aguilera. And it's headed wide of the goal and out of play by Vander Putten in the end. A miscued pass by Honduras on the far side, as Arriaga gives it back. Pass is short, picked off by Carrasco. Carrasco finds Aceituno, who keeps that in play. Great touch into the penalty area, but his challenge, he shrugged off the defender and concedes a free kick. That could have been an opportunity, although there weren't a lot of men up with him in white to help his cause. And that allows Mora to fully clear things for Costa Rica. Aceituno, Carrasco, and Sorto have all had a number of opportunities to open the scoring. Get another chance here. Ooh, it was a good challenge. Roca trying to let it drift past him. Ball played forward by Peña is easily dealt with, and Sorto recycles it all the way back to Garcia. Offside flag is up. Negating any further action for Honduras on that occasion. Soto for Costa Rica. As their best chance came from Dorian Rodriguez, and it was cleared off the line by Contreras over the goalkeeper's lunging punch attempt. That's the closest Costa Rica have come. Oh, that's a lovely skill from Aguilera. He's able to find Arias, Aguilera, Rodriguez, and then the shot! Oh, it's off the woodwork! What an effort, I believe, by Peña from well outside. I don't think Garcia got a touch to that. It hit the bar. What an effort that was. Arias. Out wide, it's cleared for a throw. The net was the target of that ball in behind. Well, what a strike. That was Costa Rica still on the attack. Header is down, it's gonna trickle wide from Alcocer. Well, that strike is worth another look from Ricardo Peña, and it stings the crossbar. Garcia completely flailing for it, didn't get a touch. He was beaten, but Ricardo Peña, so unlucky, such a good strike. Couldn't find the back of the net. Miscommunication on the near side, give it back to Honduras. just said Rodriguez's attempt was the best so far. Pena just added another very, very close attempt. Aguilera. Honduras win it back. They've been a little dormant, Honduras, the last few minutes, being tested now by Costa Rica. I beg your pardon, it's going to go Costa Rica's way instead, as Satuno not able to quite win that throw-in. There's Pena. Coser dispossessed, but wins a throw. Aguilera trying to switch the point of attack. Honduras' back line well positioned. Vander Putten, Arias. Back to Santiago. Vander Putten again. And Sequeira's ball was a little dangerous there. Honduras win a free kick through Roca and waste no time in taking it. Honduras don't quite have the numbers, but Ramos gets past two. Costa Rica challenges and then has his cross blocked away. But then Pena dwells on it. Really lost it out to Ramos. A wonderful chest by Castillo. He gets past Pena. Still Castillo, and his shot was always rising. Wonderful work from Isaac Castillo. Did everything but find the target, won it back. So composed through numerous challenges, but couldn't find the target. Minutes to go in the half. Wonderful skill from Bennett. It's dragged down, I think, but referee saw nothing wrong with it. Honduras come out with it. Will we see a breakthrough before the end of the half? Both teams have come oh so close. Zuniga's ball forward. Carrasco trying to weave his way through two defenders. Zuniga. And again, the captain, Sorto. Was that a nudge in the back? Referee says no. Looked like could have been shoulder to shoulder there. Allowing Costa Rica to continue. Lead run initially through a couple of challenges. It finds its way to Soto. Coser, Aguilera. Pena thought about trying another one from well outside the penalty area, only 30 yards out. Sequeira, Aguilera looking for Rodriguez. Honduras deal with it. Aguilera wins it back. Referee says play on. Again, Aguilera looking to service it into the penalty area. He's denied. Honduras have it through Ramos. Just a throw-in, I think. Or is it? I beg your pardon, it is a free kick. Ramos took it quickly. Guess it was hard to hear the whistle over the jeers from some of the Honduran fans here who were asking, I think, for a booking. Wonderful play there from Arriaga. Still Javier Arriaga. He finds Ramos! Second chance is fired wide by Castillo. So good on the ball there, Javier Arriaga. And Isaac Castillo had eyes for goal as well. Couldn't hit the target. Lovely little play there. First shot was headed down by Vander Putten and then Castillo. And Castillo couldn't quite make Mora work for it. Of course, there's still another set of group games tomorrow. Could impact who these two teams, along with Jamaica, will play in the last 16. Likes of Mexico, Haiti, Panama, El Salvador, all in action tomorrow. The U.S. in action later on tonight against Cuba. Also Guatemala in action later on as well. That ball is looped in behind as well. Bennett was in the area. Honduras take no chances and concede another Costa Rican corner. I beg your pardon, actually Guatemala will play tomorrow afternoon. Just the U.S. and Cuba to follow later on tonight. After this game, of course, which enters stoppage time at the end of the first half, Aguilera's ball in, dealt with by Honduras' back line. Peña back in, dealt with as we enter one added minute at the end of the first half. Aguilera locked away and out for a throw. Ramos. Coser from Soto. That's a misplaced pass, but Costa Rica just about dealt with it initially. Advantage is played. And then in the end, Costa Rica win it back. Referee being hounded by Honduras fans for not bringing that back for a free kick. And then Costa Rica have one here through Arias. Tempers fraying a little bit at the end of this first half. It's been very physical, well played from both teams, and certainly plenty to look forward to in the second half, as that's how the first stanza comes to a close. Well, somehow no goals in that first half between Honduras and Costa Rica. Plenty to follow. We'll look at highlights and stats at the half, and we really look forward to see how the second half will turn out between the two teams at the top of Group H. At the half, it's Honduras 0, Costa Rica 0.
official Concacaf app. No matter where you are or who you're rooting for, you can watch your favorite competitions, teams, and players on the go. Get the latest news on all things Concacaf. Get access to stats, play-by-play, players' information, schedule, and standings. Get instant notifications and alerts. Discover other fans like you. And show your support in social media with our exclusive camera filters. All of that and much more. Take your Concacaf experience to the next level. Download now the official Concacaf app, available on the App Store and Google Play. The official Concacaf app. No matter where you are or who you're rooting for, you can watch your favorite competitions, teams, and players on the go. Get the latest news on all things Concacaf. Get access to stats, play-by-play, players' information, schedule, and standings. Get instant notifications and alerts. Discover other fans like you. And show your support in social media with our exclusive camera filters. All of that and much more. Take your Concacaf experience to the next level. Download now the official Concacaf app, available on the App Store and Google Play. official Concacaf app. No matter where you are or who you're rooting for, you can watch your favorite competitions, teams, and players on the go. Get the latest news on all things Concacaf. Get access to stats, play-by-play, players' information, schedule, and standings. Get instant notifications and alerts. Discover other fans like you. And show your support in social media with our exclusive camera filters. All of that and much more. Take your Concacaf experience to the next level. Download now the official Concacaf app, available on the App Store and Google Play.
Honduras, that wonderful effort from Arriaga, parried away by Mora. Of course, Situno on the doorstep was denied by Mora as well. So just await Rion Radix, our Grenada official, to get us back underway. It's been a lovely atmosphere as well here in Honduras, with the hosts definitely being tested today against Costa Rica, no question about that. Again, these two, along with Jamaica, have all qualified for the last 16. Just about who they are going to face, and we could actually run through some of those scenarios as the second half goes on. Honduras are in their home whites with the blue trim and numbering. Costa Rica are in their reds with the blue shorts. Again, we do have VAR. We'll see if it does come into being a factor in this second half. It nearly did in the first half, that goal line clearance. We're just awaiting the center official's whistle. And there it goes, and off we go. In the second half, Honduras and Costa Rica scoreless. If the result holds, Honduras will win the group, and they will book a date with Curacao in the last 16 of the Concacaf Under-20 Championship. If it stays like this, Costa Rica will finish second. Jamaica will advance in third. We'll run through who they could potentially face in a few minutes. There's still, of course, games tomorrow that will help to decide that. And we won't know for sure who the second and third place teams in this group will play until tomorrow, as this group is linked up with Group F. They both play tomorrow, as Honduras are on the attack to start this second half. Ball was played across, Dealt with defensively by Costa Rica, but it's recycled. Roca. This is Ramos. Ramos. Referee says ball was played. Costa Rica take it back the other way. That was a nice run initially. That's a foul. And a free kick. Caral Rios able to win a set piece opportunity for the visitors. So again, if the result holds, Honduras will play Curacao in the last 16. If Costa Rica come out with a win here, which is still very much in the cards potentially, they would play Curacao. Honduras would finish second. Second place will face either Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, or Suriname. That ball is played into the penalty area and cleared. And again, Suriname can still potentially qualify if they beat Trinidad and Tobago tomorrow. If it's a draw or a win for Trinidad and Tobago, they would advance. And of course, Haiti could potentially still fall to third as well, but it would be very unlikely with the goal difference. As Costa Rica again are on the attack. It's played across by Rios, cleared out for a corner. Third place in this group, which is currently Jamaica. They will play either Haiti or Trinidad and Tobago, whoever finished second in Group F. Suriname cannot get up to second place. They could only finish in third or fourth. As you can see, there was a little bit of a collision there before the corner kick was awarded. So that's what's upcoming for the three teams in this group that have qualified. Is Aguilera's ball to the back post, well controlled by Vanderputten, who did brilliantly well to keep that alive. And then he tries to shoot it. And it goes across the face of goal and loops out for a goal kick. Well then, he pulled out the party tricks there. Santiago Vanderputten. My word. The first set of control was brilliant. Just a couple of touches to keep it in his control with his right boot. And then trying to turn and shot after he chipped it up to his right again. Now then, Ramos wins a throw on the near side. Arriaga. Little nudge there, but Honduras keep possession. There were no changes, by the way, at halftime for either side. So it's the same groups that started it. Wonderful skill from that man, Vanderputten. Well, Honduras have yet to concede at this tournament, but this is the biggest test they've had so far. Costa Rica got off to that slow start with the draw against Jamaica, but they really showed what they were capable of against Antigua and Barbuda a couple of days ago on match day 2 in this group. Honduras have scored 8 without reply, and they want to go a perfect 3 out of 3 here on home soil to finish the group as group winners, as Aguilera comes out with that and can reset for Costa Rica. This game's been very balanced. I think the first 5-10 minutes, you could say Honduras started the better of the two teams, but it really was Costa Rica's fight, physicality, and frankly, skill that got them back into that first half. And at one point, they looked the more likely to find the back of the net, but so far, it remains a scoreless stalemate. This is the captain, Aguilera. Plays it into the path of Rodriguez, who lost his footing, it appears. Costa Rica, in the end, concede the throw. Wonderful centering pass there to find Castillo. Castillo couldn't thread it through past Pena. Big swing at it from Ramos. Cleared only as far as Castillo again. Still Isaac Castillo out wide for Carrasco. And Carrasco's cross is blocked out for a corner. Defended by Soto. Can Honduras find the breakthrough here? Ball is whipped in. Rodriguez's header leads to Aguilera's clearance. Sent back in by Contreras. Pena clears. Only as far as Isaac Castillo. But Pena meets him and beats him to it. But it's won back by Ramos. Now Castillo, Ramos was brought down. Castillo gets past Aguilera and then loses out on the give and go try. Near side, that's a rare miscue by Rios to give it back right in front of Vladimir Quezada. Quezada along with Luis Alvarado watching on, hoping that their boys can win this game and top the group. A draw would be enough. This result would suit Honduras. They would stay at the top of the group with 7 points. Costa Rica would be safely in second with 5. And those 4 Jamaican points would be enough for third and also a place in the last 16. Jamaica beating Antigua and Barbuda by 2-0 in our first game today. Goals from Zion Scarlett, was able to convert in the first half of that game, and then Jamaica converted a penalty in the last 10 minutes as well to make it 2-0. And that was that. That was enough for Costa Rica, or I should say for Jamaica, I beg your pardon, to advance. Jamari Clark was the one who scored the penalty. That was in the 81st minute. And it was a game where Jamaica only needed a point to advance. They ended up getting all 3 points. Jamaica drew Costa Rica 4 days ago on match day 1. It was a 1-1 draw. It's a late equalizer from Clark to salvage a point for Jamaica, and that is a rash challenge here on the near side. It's going to be a yellow card for Keral Rios. Like a high boot from the live action. We will get another look at it. It was a high boot, just skimming the chest of Arriaga. I think the referee's done very well there. Just a booking. And it leads to a Honduras set piece. Arriaga is over it along with Ramos. Meanwhile, some changes are upcoming. Looks like Exxon Arzu is going to come on for Honduras, along with Jeffrin Macias as well. So a double change for Honduras. Sean Johnson is going to come on for Costa Rica. And Keral Rios, who was just booked, is going to make way. I wonder if that was already planned. There's Arzu. Came on for Centeno. Asatuno, I should say. So 2 changes for Honduras, 1 for Costa Rica. Off the set piece, it nearly found Exxon Arzu. Honduras win it back. Out wide from Castillo. Decent ball across. It's headed down. Oh, it's a penalty. Handball in the penalty area that blocked Ramos's header. Referee points to the penalty spot. Honduras have won a penalty here. Costa Rica protests. Will we have a look here at VAR to help us out? Took the referee a second there to award the penalty. The header from Ramos was not going to be enough to hit the target. Will VAR have Rion Radix take a look here? We'll take a look first. Header was down. Ooh, the arm there was away from the body. Was it in an unnatural position? It doesn't look like we will need VAR. This penalty looks like it will be given. And Jason Contreras will be the man to step up here for Honduras. Oh, there is a little bit of a check continuing, it appears. And now the referee confirms the penalty. Just wanted to make sure. Penalty is confirmed, it appears. Jason Contreras will step up for Honduras to give them the lead. And he converts. Contreras' first goal of the Under-20 Concacaf Championship, and Honduras lead on their home patch. A goal that could confirm Honduras as Group H winners, fittingly. Jason Contreras makes no mistake from the penalty spot. And the Honduras faithful here celebrate a breakthrough just before the hour mark. It's a really well taken penalty. Goalkeeper actually came off his line before it was struck. Contreras buries it into the back of the net. Honduras' 5th different goal scorer in this group stage. And they are the team that strikes first in this Group H finale. Have to say, on that first replay, it did appear that the arm was away from the body. And again, if it can deny an opportunity to score a goal, it won't be overturned. And I think the VAR got that right, saying that it should have been a penalty, not enough to overturn it. It's unlucky for Costa Rica in some ways, but gotta give Contreras a lot of credit. At any level for your country, taking a penalty is a big, big ask. And Jason Contreras convincingly finished it off. And with half an hour to go, Honduras are leading by a goal to 0 and are in the box seat to finish as Group H winners. Costa Rica would now need 2 goals if they were to usurp them as Group H winners. And now that Honduras-Curacao round of 16 tie is half an hour away from being confirmed. That would be, I think, the first matchup that has been confirmed, actually, in the round of 16. Again, the day isn't done for the Under-20 Concacaf Championship after we're done. The United States takes on Cuba. It's an 8:30 kickoff. That's another game that has a lot of anticipation behind it, with placement up on up for grabs as well. That was a dangerous ball in. Still could be a chance, and it's flashed wide by Ramos. I think Mora dove more for the cameras, if anything else. I think he knew it was going to go wide, Mora. And it is out for a goal kick as we're starting to see more great play from Honduras. This was not well cleared. And Ramos on his weaker left maybe could have played it in for Arzu instead, but he went for goal. Costa Rica have shown some great signs of this game. Can they respond to Contreras' conversion from the penalty spot? Aguilera does well to keep this alive and nearly touched it on for a teammate as Alcacer had made a good run. Arriaga. Arzu. Castillo, how good has he been so far in this second half? Still not definitively cleared here. Was that a foul? Yes, it was. Late challenge from Andri Soto. Another Honduras free kick. Maybe a little bit of cramp here for Soto after this challenge. When he went right over the top of the ball, Soto as well. Being checked on here by the center referee. More for Mora and Costa Rica to deal with. Honduras look to keep their 100% record alive in this Concacaf Under-20 championship. And Honduras, again, they have now scored 9 goals without reply in this group stage. This has been their stiffest test so far. They have been up to the task. Is whipped in. Mora came for it, just about got enough on it to keep Zuniga away from possibly heading it into the back of the net. And then Costa Rica concede the throw instead. Boy, that really could have gone anywhere. As it looks like more Costa Rican changes are in the offing here. Joel Ailman is going to come on. Rodriguez comes off. Andri Salmiron is going to come on as well. And Yankel will come on for Bennett. It's actually a triple change here for Costa Rica. Bennett is slow to get off here. We hope it's nothing too serious, but clearly Vladimir Quezada feels the need to make the change. With 25 minutes to go, so Salmiron, Aleman, and Esco all come on for Costa Rica. See there, Rodriguez was taken off as one of the changes. He came so close to scoring in the first half. Bennett off as well, as Honduras could be in for a second. And it was just impeded enough as Ramos was looking for goal there. Arias was the third Costa Rica player to come off during that triple change. Arias, Rodriguez, Bennett all off. Salmiron, Aleman, and Esco All on. That is a foul and a free kick and a yellow card here. Vanderputten. Vanderputten's been punished here. Oh, was that maybe a little bit embellished by Macias, the substitute? I think Vanderputten might be a little hard done by there. That's unlucky, I think. I think it was a free kick. I don't know if it was a yellow. I think that was the Costa Rican complaint that came in from the boys in red and blue. Honduras do have a set piece out of it, as they try to stamp their authority on proceedings here. Jason Contreras converted a penalty back in the 59th minute that has Honduras with their eyes set on 9 points from 9 and a Group H triumph before potentially playing Curacao in the last 16. Still work to be done, though. Costa Rica would still secure second with this result. Ramos leaves it. Decent effort. Punched away by Mora. Not a bad strike at all from Tomas Sorto. That pass is given back. Castillo couldn't keep it. Costa Rica come out with it. That's wonderful work there. Aguilera and his ball over the top is easily dealt with. Sent forward by Carrasco. And it's out for another Costa Rica throw. Oh, that was kept in play. Thought referee might blow his whistle there for a free kick. He did not. Looks like we will have another couple of changes here. Kevin Guiti is going to come on along with Colton Kelly for Honduras. And the goal scorer, Jason Contreras, gets a nice hand here from the crowd. He will depart, as will Isaac Castillo, two of the main figures in this great second half performance for Honduras will make way. So again, Contreras and Castillo will come off. Kevin Guiti and Colton Kelly will come on. And the home crowd gives both of the departing players a nice hand here for their part in the game so far. Contreras' goal separates the sides. Penalty converted about 10 minutes ago.
Señoras y señores, instituciones en la selección de Honduras. Tenemos el número 13, Jason Contreras. Ingresó Kevin Guiti. Sale con el número 16, Isaac Castillo.
Can Costa Rica find an equalizer? Aguilera. Pena, who hit the crossbar with a venomous strike in the first half. Finds the substitute Johnson, and Sean Johnson wins a throw, despite a good challenge from Colton Kelly. Vanderputten, nice ball. Nice touch by the substitute Esco as well, but poorly dealt with after that by Aguilera. Looks like Vladimir Quesada is readying another substitution that he wants to get on immediately here. It's another product of the University of Central Florida in the United States, Brandon Calderon. He will come on. And I think that's going to be that for Andri Soto. Soto will depart. And we'll get to see a little bit of Brandon Calderon, one of the two Golden Knights on this Costa Rica team. University of Central Florida, of course, in Orlando, Florida, northern part of the state of Florida. Actually, I think they're just the Knights now. I think they used to be the Golden Knights. I think they're just the Knights. Mascot change over the years for the Florida school. Honduras are on the attack again here as the strike is blocked away on that far side. Douglas Sequeira. Ball's thrown back in by Guiti. Into the middle it goes, headed away by Calderon. Another Honduras throw with 18 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Alaman, a substitute, plays for Club de Football Intercity in Spain for his club soccer. That is a foul and a free kick that'll go Costa Rica's way. Another substitute, Andre Salmeron. Referee doesn't want any time wasting from the Honduras players. A little dose of that from Exxon Arzu, the substitute. Costa Rica is trying to show some more fight. They haven't had many chances like this in quite some time. A little trip in there, nothing doing. Referee gives Costa Rica a throw-in. Costa Rica really dominated the last 20 minutes of the first half. Can they have a similar surge at the end of the game? Try and get back into this. Ball across, dealt with by Zuniga and cleared. Again, Jamaica's win earlier today against Antigua and Barbuda clinches their place in the last 16. Costa Rica and Honduras had already clinched a spot coming into the day. This is all for seeding in the round of 16 as far as what the game means. But it's also vital to keep momentum going and keep performance and standards high going into those knockout stage games, which will start later this week and head into the weekend. As that is a yellow card, I believe, for the substitute Macias. Well, there was a push initially from Johnson. But Macias is booked. Aguilera lofts it into the penalty area. Honduras get ahead to it first. Only as far as Sequeira. Decent ball back in, but Aguilera is able to pick it back up. Not the best first touch, but keeps it alive. Costa Rica have a chance here, but misplayed by Salmeron. Costa Rica keep fighting. They win it back. Sequeira, and then lofted it in. Esco was closest to it with Aleman. And then that is a foul, a free kick, and a booking here, it appears, as well. Odin Ramos, I think, is the guilty party. Ramos is summoned to his feet, where he will be booked. Here's the challenge. Oh, yes, again, the follow-through, really. Did Ramos get some of the ball? He did. That was a hard challenge there, to say the least, from Odin Ramos. And again, referee all over it. Makes the right call there. That's clearly a booking. Jan Radix, our Grenadian official. Done a very good job so far today in this one. He now readies this set piece. Costa Rica in search of a late equalizer. Aguilera. Decent service. It's flicked on, but in the end easy for Garcia, who does well to find Sordo as an outlet. Sordo scampers past one, but then gives it away. Pena, who hit the crossbar in the first half, and Honduras know what he can conjure up. They immediately get on the ball and stop him from trying to strike again. Here comes a substitution for the hosts. Odin Ramos, who was just booked, is going to come off. Take no chances. Anthony Garcia will take his place. Only one player left for Honduras, still on a yellow. It's their captain, Aaron Zuniga. Vander Putten, Pena, all have been booked, along with Rios for Costa Rica. Rios has since been substituted. There was a red card in the earlier match. Antigua and Barbuda were reduced to 10 men, although I was going to say red cards do carry over in this tournament throughout the entire stage of it. However, of course, Antigua and Barbuda, tough on them. They are out, so obviously it doesn't carry over for them. They have been eliminated by Jamaica earlier today. But it is worth coaches thinking about substituting yellow-carded players just in case. You don't want to lose anybody for a knockout stage game. You can see why Luis Alvarado and lesser so Vladimir Quesada would do those kind of moves here, would make those alterations, trying to protect some of the important pieces and protect that depth as well. That could be just as important sometimes. Don't want to lose a bench player who could help you out in a win-or-go-home tie. Can Costa Rica find an equalizer? Seeing more pressing from them. Aguilera. Oh, he whipped one in and it was helped on towards goal. Garcia is able to clutch it. Well held in the end. Great service initially from Brandon Aguilera. Aguilera's on it again. Pena. Given away by Johnson. Johnson recovers and wins a free kick. Some of the Honduras fans a little restless, thought that the shirt had been pulled. And I think there was some shirt pulling going on from both players there. The first action was punished. Honduras, however, picked it back up rather quickly. That's a dangerous bounce from Johnson. Could have invited some Honduran pressure. It's still with Costa Rica. Aguilera. Esco keeps it in. It'll go out for a throw-in for Costa Rica with 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. If Costa Rica are to top the group, they need to score twice in the last 10 minutes plus. A draw or a victory would see Honduras win the group. This result would also clinch the third spot for Jamaica. Jamaica can finish second. It's not enough time for the goal differential at this point to really go into their favor. They would need Honduras to score 5 more. It's not going to happen. Garcia. Oh, was that handled? Referee says it was. And Putten's got to be careful. He is on a yellow. He's trying to explain it was natural movement. And I'll tell you what, that time, He's got a little bit of a case there, I think, Van Putten. That's a little harsh. He was actually trying to move his arm out of the way. It's one where you immediately think of what was, I should say, whether, if that was in the penalty area, would that have been the same call? Would VAR have intervened there? We'll never know. Look at Aguilera being stretched out here. He's put in a really good shift, the captain. This was his last passage of play where he got bundled over and he was slightly followed through there. Unintentionally, of course. Doesn't make it hurt any less. Hopefully he's okay to continue. Honduras have another set piece. Trying to finish Costa Rica off here. So if this game's any indication, these two will definitely be big players in the knockout stages of this tournament potentially. Could see both of these teams potentially, if they keep this form, make deep runs. No question about that, along with some of the normal favorites like Mexico, Canada, the United States as well. And Honduras looking for a second. It was whipped in with pace at the near post. Miguel Carrasco couldn't quite line that up. It's going to be another set piece for Honduras. With just about 7 minutes left of the 90. Ball is whipped into the back post, and actually the header from Rodas took it away from a teammate who was overlapping behind him. And in the end, Costa Rica can breathe a sigh of relief. Cleared upfield by Sorto. Decent hold-up play, a foul and a free kick for Honduras. They take it quickly. Where the penalty area it goes, it's dealt with by Van Putten initially. Pena trying to win it back, Aguilera does so. Does Costa Rica have another chance in them? Played forward towards Aleman. And it's going to be another free kick to go Honduras' way. Honduras would play Curacao in the last 16. If this result holds, they would win the group, 9 points out of 9. Even if they were to drop a couple of points late here, they would still get Curacao next. Costa Rica would need to score twice to hop into that spot themselves. If Costa Rica finish in second, they'll get either Haiti, Trinidad and Tobago, or potentially Suriname. Trinidad and Tobago play Suriname tomorrow night. Winner of that game would advance to the knockout stages. Third place in this group, currently occupied by Jamaica. We'll either get Haiti or Trinidad and Tobago, depending on who finishes second in Group F. Haiti are heavy favorites to finish second, but it's still mathematically possible, not probable, for Trinidad and Tobago. Though again, that would have to start with a victory, which would eliminate Suriname from the knockout stage contention. And all of those scenarios will be played out tomorrow and partially later on tonight when the U.S. take on Cuba. Honduras fans starting to enjoy it a little bit here. The Estadio Yankel Rosenthal. The boys are on the attack again. That shot takes a deflection, and he's corralled by Mora. Costa Rica still fighting for it here. That's a foul. Or is it? It might be a throw-in instead. Yohel Aleman still putting in the work. Game's not over yet, should be said. Costa Rica still in search of an equalizer here. Try to end Honduras' perfect start to this tournament. And that was a challenge there that Costa Rica were looking for a free kick. Referee says nothing wrong with that. Honduras win it back, and they might have a chance to counter here. Wonderful ball played in towards the penalty area. A chance to finish it. Was there a foul? No. Just a clearance out for a corner. As the substitute Exxon Arzu nearly got in behind there. Referee nearly had to break out another yellow there for dissent. We'll get another look at it. Was this a penalty? It wasn't. Very good challenge. Backtracking there. Alcacer's touch on the ball was clean. And it leads to a set piece for Honduras again in the dying embers. Good ball in. The header is down and flashed wide from Jeffren Macias, the substitute. Didn't quite catch it cleanly. Certainly didn't direct it in the right way to trouble Bayron Mora. Now then, Esco. He's tripped up. That's a free kick. Canada beat St. Kitts and Nevis earlier today by 4-0. Of course, they had already essentially, well, I should say with that result, I beg your pardon, that wraps up a spot for them in the round of 16. Just going to come down in that group who wins the group. Cuba and the U.S. will decide that later on. Winner of that game wins the group. Costa Rica here looking for an equalizer. Aguilera's ball in. It was touched across and deflected back out for a corner. Another good chance in there. It was Douglas Sequeira who got his head to it. You could see his frustration. 90th minute here, Costa Rica trying to salvage a point at the end of group play here in Group H. Ball whipped in. Oh, that almost went into the goal. Costa Rica saying it was touched out by Garcia. What bend from that ball in from Aguilera. Garcia really had to think twice. Another look at it. Wonderful curl on this ball. It nearly goes all the way in. I'll tell you what, I think Costa Rica might have a case there. I think Garcia may have just tapped that over. And there's still 5 minutes left for Costa Rica to salvage a point here. Again, both teams have shown some real strong play and good promise for potentially making a run in this Under-20 Concacaf Championship. Ball out wide. Sequeira. Alcacer. Ball into the middle. Garcia holds on to it. Yergin Garcia hasn't been tested too much in the second half. It was really that 15 to 20 minute stretch at the end of the first half where Costa Rica were at their best. They've had a decent share of the ball in the latter stages, but haven't done as much with it in the second half, the visitors. And to be fair, Honduras have seen the game out quite nicely since the penalty went in from the since substituted Jason Contreras. That's going to be a foul and a free kick for Costa Rica. We've had just over a minute of the minimum of 5 added on. Aguilera will take. We already know he can really put a lot of whip and bend on the ball. 3 minutes of stoppage time remaining. Aguilera. I think he tried to strike that for goal. Johnson! And the rebound. Ooh, was there a touch in there? Was that a penalty? Costa Rica asked briefly. Garcia really struggled with that. I think he just touched it but couldn't catch it. Then there was a penalty appeal after that. Referee stops play. Vanderputten had another word towards the referee. I think he was just waiting to see if he'd hear anything from VAR. Sean Johnson nearly caught Garcia out here, who slipped at the vital moment. Then was there follow through from Rodas. I don't know if that's enough for a penalty. Certainly worth asking the question. If you're Costa Rica, that could have been a late twist. And there's still 2 minutes left. Esco, Pena, wonderful skill from Aleman. And then it's given away by Pena. Now Honduras could have some numbers here in transition, and Garcia is brought down. Pena down as well. It's a Honduras free kick right in front of Luis Alvarado's bench. There's the foul. Ooh, and Garcia certainly was toppled over there. Was there a little extra from Pena at the end is the question. And then Pena, I think, just fell to the ground. I'm not sure exactly if it was embellished or not. Saw only the tail end of it. And Honduras reset things with 50 seconds of the minimum of 5 added minutes remaining. Lays out now in Honduras here. Can Honduras grab a second to seal it? Free kick just outside of the penalty area for the drag down. Referee will bring out a yellow card for the substitute Calderon as well. This was just outside of the penalty area. Have another look. Oh, wonderful little dummy there, and the holdback, yep, just outside of the penalty area as Macias won the free kick. Good refereeing again from Rion Radix. Calderon is booked. We've had the 5 added minutes. This will likely be the last act here in Group H. Jamaica won earlier today against Antigua and Barbuda to book their place in the last 16 to join Costa Rica and Honduras. And Honduras are moments away here from confirming the top spot in the group as Group H winners. Costa Rica will finish second. Jamaica will finish third. But Honduras want to finish with a flourish here. They will get a set piece opportunity. Arriaga and Garcia are over this for Honduras. 5 men in the wall, 1 protecting in case Honduras try to go under the wall. It will be Garcia. Right into the wall it goes. And that's the last act. Honduras win Group H. They stay perfect in the Concacaf Under-20 Championship. 9 points out of 9 in the group stage. They beat Costa Rica by a goal to nil. A penalty converted in the 59th minute by Jason Contreras is enough for all 3 points. Well fought from Costa Rica as well. They finished second in the group. Jamaica finished third. Antigua and Barbuda are eliminated in fourth. And Honduras will face Curacao in the round of 16 in the Concacaf Under-20 Championship. We really will be looking forward to that match as well. It's been a really fun Group H, no question about that. And after a great match day 3, Honduras win the game by a goal to nil. They win the group with 9 points. Costa Rica advance as well, along with Jamaica.